Anyway, this is it.
There is the album.
Probably the greatest album ever made by anybody. And, as, alluding, I'm getting a bit bored of repeating that word. But as we were alluding to earlier, can't touch us now. Why? Why can't touch us now? Because they fucking can't.
Well, should we talk about a couple of the tracks? Should we talk? I wanted to talk about Blackbird and Mr. Apples, and then we'll talk about Don't Let Them Catch Crying, okay?
Yeah.
So should we talk about Blackbird? It's obviously famously about Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, we, apart from a lot of other things, we were talking about going back to the basic roots of how we used to record, which was spending a lot of time in the rehearsal room, writing and all that, and then as little time as possible in the studio. But also, we were talking about that, the lyric writers and the musicians are writing music, and the lyricists, and the musicians are writing lyrics. We were starting to write songs individually, and we were just thinking, will you shut up at the back there, oi?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, you too.
Well, somebody in our management team said maybe, for instance, I sent Mike a couple of tunes and Chris, our guitarist, sent me a tune. So instead of just writing the songs on your own, share it about a bit. And anyway, Chris sent me this tune, and it was not long after Amy Winehouse died. And I really don't want, or didn't still want, to have any morbid sort of crap about that. But I did see her. I used to see her around Camden Town, and who doesn't know what Amy Winehouse was? And I was walking down Dean Street, and she said to me, "All right, nutty boy." She said, "All right, nutty boy, right?" You know what I mean? I'm a 56-year-old fart. I ain't been called a nutty boy since 1979. And that sort of stuck in my head. And I thought it'd be nice to write a song that celebrates, her life and all that.
Yeah. Okay, and should we talk about Mr. Apples really quickly? Yeah, Mr. Apples.
Mr. Apples. Who's
Is
that
it about
fella?
anyone? Oh, Keith Faz.
Who's that fella? Who's that fella, like, right there in the Vatican at the moment, like?
Oh, you mean the cardinal that's being done?
I've got no idea. I wouldn't, even suggest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest.
The one who's very close to the Pope but isn't the Pope.
I remember my nephew said to me, he said, "Uncle, is the whole of British society built on paedophilia?" Well, like I say, I'm not in a position to tell him that, Anyway, Mr. Apples is a light-hearted look at the powers that be.
The things that built Britain. Okay, and let's do Don't Let Them Catch You Crying. I mean, it's possibly slightly difficult because you didn't write it, but sometimes it's nicer to get an analysis of something.
Well, what was nice is, like Mike was saying, we were grafting away in the rehearsal room, and then just at the end, when we thought we'd sort of done what we needed to do, Mike pulled a song out of the bag, "You Are My Everything," and Chris, and on the same day, these two songs came through on my email, and it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing. When I think about it, I remember when we were recording Absolutely, it was our second or third album, and where's the singles, guys? Where's the singles? And there was no singles, and then suddenly I wrote Baggy Trousers, and I think Mike and Lee wrote Embarrassment just at the last minute. And it felt a bit like that. Yeah. Those two songs come out of nowhere, yeah.
And Mike, what do you think of that song particularly?
I thought the same thing. I mean, it was sort of me and him. We were trying to, like, some people were saying, the rehearsal's fucking finished. We're not going to do any more songs.
Clive.
Clive, come back and explain yourself.
Not naming any names.
But these songs... These songs were great, yeah. And when I heard that song, I thought, this is really good. I mean, sometimes like just the version, and it was Lee, Chris made the demo, and Lee was singing it, but he sang it really well. and it just sort of
Here he
came,
goes,
came
here he
right
goes
on
again.
it tape.
Here he goes again. Here he
I thought
goes.
It's a really
again.
nice tune, yeah, lovely chords,
Yeah.
progressions, and all that.
All that.
Nice bit of piano. And yeah, great song, really, yeah.
Okay, shall we hear it? And then we're going to have
Not
a
half.
few minutes for a Q&A, for a short Q&A, okay? Let's hear it.